Yeah, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes. This is the first road trip we have together.
Yeah.
New team, new life. Technology. Oh yeah. So it's gonna be 4 hours of this. This is September, so we're ready.
Do you remember?
Get out. Aha! Cloudy, how you doing?
I'm chilling.
How
How you doing? Long time. Oh, it's great to see you again. Part 2.
Part 2! Dan Goldman.
Hey, man. Hey.
Iago, pleasure to meet you.
Good to meet you, man.
Nick, nice to meet you,
Hi,
man.
Nick. You're right.
This is a new area of the building, though.
Yeah. This is our dispatch, logistics, and finishing area as well, where the pianos come as the last part of the process. So the pianos kind of take a U-shaped journey all the way around, and goods come in here, but then also the pianos come back out here as well when they get shipped out.
Like, for example, what is this?
So these are all the stands. The silver stands and the black stands to go with the Mark 8s and the 61s as well. So plenty of stock of parts.
You haven't seen the 61. I haven't seen the 61 either.
Fresh, yeah.
So
Hot off the press.
yeah, straight from the oven.
Straight from the oven.
Oh, look,
Freshly
look. Mark 8, Mark 8, Mark 8, Mark 8. Dude, I have to say, I think that natural wood, like this type of wood,
Yeah.
I think that's the sexiest.
It's beautiful, isn't it? So that's actually the same type of wood. So both are black American walnut. That's an Earth Edition piano. Remember we did the Earth Edition ones?
Right.
So that wood, the difference between those two is that one's actually sandblasted and then oiled, which gives it that real, almost like driftwood texture to the case.
Crazy. So you use some kind of different stain as well, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a darker, it's an oil to bring out the sort of beauty in the almost like the waves almost in the wood. Yeah, that's a standard walnut Mark 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very popular though. The walnut model in particular is
Yeah.
people love it.
That's what I got.
So you got exactly yeah. Walnut and red.
All right.
Yeah.
They're already putting the MIDI in. I see some movement there. Let's go check out. Oh, wow. Hey, man.
Hi, dude.
This is
Good
Pete and
to
James.
see you. Hi. How you doing? Yeah, we met. Yeah, Dan, right? Yeah.
This is the electronics facility, shall we call it?
61.
Yeah, one of the very first.
Wow.
It's crazy how small it looks, isn't it, compared to the Mark 8?
Yeah.
Even though it's not actually that fewer keys on it, it's a lot more compact and obviously grabbable and giggable and.
It's totally passive.
Totally passive, yeah. We've done some, even though it's passive, because on the old stage Rhodes, it would often sound quite muddy on the bass boost control. So what we've done is James has designed a board where you can move a little jumper on there, and you can have different frequency responses to the bass control. So you can have it kind of more bassy down there, so you can kind of move it around a little bit.
Like with those jumpers, you use different jumpers.
Yeah.
And you get different frequency of boost on the low end.
Exactly. We're always trying to do something a little bit different and put something new into the mix with every piano. So that gives even though it's a basic passive piano, adds a lot more versatility to the sound. Even just having one tone control, bass control. Yeah, so these sound really good, and they, having fewer pickups as well. It does have a different sound to the Mark 8, even
fewer pickups. What do you mean?
Because there's
because it's yeah.
So naturally, it sounds a little. It's got its own unique character.
Oh, because let me get this straight. So these pickups are all in parallel, I suppose, into the circle, or are they in series?
They're parallel.
These are parallel.
They're parallel.
I should know that, shouldn't I? Really?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, they are parallel. Yeah.
So they are parallel.
Yeah.
So the more you add, the more resistance you get, I guess, because if it's in parallel, you get all the coils.
Yeah.
So you get more resistance. Is that good reasoning?
Yeah, and the other benefit is some redundancy. So you could lose one pickup, and it's not in a series chain, and you lose, half of it.
Yeah, because you remember the little 54 Rhodes that they made in the 80s?
Yeah.
They were all in series, so if one pickup died, it took the whole lot out, and you couldn't play. And you know, those old 80s, the Mark II era, they were notorious, the pickups on those for dying. So, you know, we went a long way with these pickups to make sure that the weak points where the old pickups used to corrode are really solidly designed.
What I was observing is like, 'cause of course, I mean, at this point, I've seen this piano being born. Like, you know, like we've both witnessed from the very front of it, because you did it. But what I was observing is that like all of the parts of these pianos are made locally, except for the keybed, which is from the same company that does German company.
Yeah, so the keybed is still made, it's the exact same quality as the Mark 8 keys. In fact, they're the same keys, made by Kluger, which is part of the Steinway group. So they're the same keys still as you would find in Steinway pianos.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's got a slightly different touch to the...
Yeah, so the dimensions are a little different on the action. So, yeah, it's maybe, it's different. It's
slightly different,
Yeah. Maybe a little lighter.
I'm not sure. It feels like it has a different response. It's very interesting. Yeah, possibly a bit lighter somehow.
I mean, the beauty of the parts in the Rhodes and the way that we set them up is we can actually, you know, some people do like a heavier action, some people like to dig in more and want a bit more resistance.
I mean, we have spent a bit of time, you know, preparing our own Rhodes exactly for the action that we like.
Yeah.
Because you had to develop like the tines, all of the the metal compounds, and how delicate the process is to get it just right, that it bounces right, that it's not brittle, that like the right balance. How's that operation going?
The tine is one of the most complicated parts. You wouldn't believe it. To look at it, it's such a simple piece of wire, but you know, it's all, you know, when we're putting through like thousands and thousands of these a month, to track and quality control all those parts is a huge job. It's one of the biggest jobs that we do, and to make sure that we get the consistency of the tone and that each piano is consistent, not only in itself, but from piano to piano as well. But yeah, we're getting, you know, you're talking about microstructure of metals and heat treatments. And, there's so many points in the chain that have to be monitored like extremely carefully to get that Rhodes tone that everyone recognizes. If one element's off, then it can end up not sounding like a Rhodes. We're all over that every day, making sure all the manufacturers are on top of it. And you know, all the manufacturers that we used originally when we first set up and we made the Mark 8s are all still involved now as well, which is great. So we've got really good relationships with all the manufacturers, and you know, they're really responsive to our needs. And if we want to make any changes, we can generally get those done pretty quick as well. If we want to trial different things or different finishes or. But yeah, basically the engine is still the exact same parts as the Mark 8, but just shrunk down. It's a little baby,
All right, so here are all the panels.
Yeah, so these panels, this is where we normally burn in the electronics, so they'll go on.
You burn in,
they'll be powered on and they'll be left on, and we leave them on for like 24 hours and see if anything pops in the electronics. That's when it's going to go, when they're first powered up, and we just make sure that they're completely reliable.
So, and like when you test this statistically, how many faults do you catch?
Very few, to be honest.
Very few.
Yeah. The you know, because the electronics have been so well designed. I mean, naturally you do get some parts that fail.
Yeah, of course.
In every batch, but generally, you know, we don't see many failures at all.
And that's what this process is, to make sure that they don't.
Absolutely, yeah. So they're checked to the manufacturers that make the boards, and then we check them here as well, and then we burn them in here as well. So there's multiple checks in the process to make sure that any faults are caught as early on as possible. So, I mean, that's our thing. We just want to make sure the quality, you know, is as high as possible at all times. And, you know, the feedback from the field has just been great.
Yeah, because I was having this chat with Matt. Basically, they came to you and said, Dan, build the best Rhodes you can.
Absolutely, yeah, that was the remit. It was an amazing but scary position to be in. I mean, obviously it's a dream come true for me, being such a Rhodes lover. There was no sort of limit on, obviously there's a limit on what you can spend, but the underlying remit was just to build the best, highest quality Rhodes possible, because you know yourself from seeing old ones, there's so much variance in the old pianos, and we just wanted to have like a quality baseline, so to speak, where every piano you know, you could put one next to another or put 10 together and they were all consistent with each other. So yeah, that was it. It was build the best Rhodes in the world, and from the feedback we've received, it feels like that we've done that, and it's an honour to do that, and it's humbling to be part of it still, you know. And
as far as I've seen so far, you guys cannot build them fast enough. They keep on going out the company, like out the window, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We're still building a lot of them, and I guess it's like an acoustic piano. Demand for unique instruments that are hand-built, high quality, and unique sound and unique features are always going to be there. People, you know, really want that unique sound that you can only get from a Rhodes, you know. Because
basically, I mean, if you don't consider the Roland Rhodes, which wasn't mechanical, but you consider just the Mark 7, the one that looked like a boat.
Yeah, there's one upstairs actually here, yeah.
Do you have one?
I have a MIDI one, yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
what color?
Black.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, which I used to take on the road with me, but they were great pianos. I just needed a little work on them to get them up to my taste anyway. But you know, I looked to the Mark 7. I looked at that piano, and that was kind of where we springboarded from, and the Mark 5 for the Mark 8. So it taught me a lot about what I wanted to do and what I didn't want to do with the Mark 8 as well. So. And the Mark 8 followed the Mark 7 by what, 15 years? Maybe more. Yeah, so Mark 7s were built from I think 2008 to 2012, and then we started building the Mark 8s in 2021. So about 9 years, but it wasn't available until 2023. So it's just about a decade without any new Rhodes, basically. Yeah, it's crazy that you couldn't get Rhodes anywhere apart from the vintage ones, you know. Exactly. So we had to step in and correct that. You certainly did. Yeah. We do a 72-hour burn-in on all of the electronics, so we know that nothing's failing in that initial time. Prior to all that, boards are fully functionally tested, so each individual board is powered up. Any calibration on that specific board is then done, and then it's put together in a strip, make sure everything looks good, and then it's burnt in. After this period, it gets put on a piano, and then we do a whole new QC on it as well to make sure everything sounds right. And everything's set up for that piano. Number 75 coming back to the mothership. I'm taking all my cool. Okay, cool. The surgery. Great surgery. Yeah, I got last week. Hello. This way? Straight on, yeah. Straight on. Oh, I remember this room. Hello, everyone. Hi. How are you guys? Good to see you again, guys. Hey. Oh, wow. So welcome back again. Yeah, I remember when, well, not this, or maybe this, maybe it was this, when it was there. It was there, yeah. It was the first, I think it was a prototype. Effects unit, yeah. All right. So we had the preamp section working at that point, but the effects section was still in development, and that took a long time to get it exactly as we wanted, just because of the complexity of the analog electronics in there. Yeah. You know, some people have thought it was a digital effects section, but the whole thing is stereo analog, as you know, and you know, I mean, it's digitally controlled, but it's full analog, the path. Fully analog path, yeah. So super powerful. And I remember when I saw it, I mean, it wasn't mine, it was the prototype. It was on this table, I believe. That's right. And the top was out, and I just took a picture like that, and that picture defined it, because it's the first time we saw it. That was the very first time, The very first time we put it as a thumbnail on the video, and that video went nuts. It did. I'm gonna leave it as a link in the description, don't worry. So what are you gonna do to my Rhodes then? You're gonna take it apart? We're gonna do the special surgery on it. Yeah, so to install the MIDI, we're gonna take the lid off, flip up the harp, and the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take all the keys out. Because in order for the sensing system to work, each key has to have a reflective piece of metal. Okay, so it's optical? It's not optical, no, it's like a proprietary system that we've developed ourselves in-house, which is unique to us, that gives a really nuanced response throughout the key range, you know, and also gives you the poly aftertouch as well. You what? Yeah. Poly aftertouch? Polyphonic aftertouch, yeah, on the Rhodes. Yeah. You're joking? No, 200% truth. Now hold on a second, but how do
How do you even...
You know, on a Rhodes, underneath the keys, you do have a bit of extra travel before the felts under the keys, so you can press there and then you can...
There is, yeah.
You can push down even further. So in that small amount of space is where the poly aftertouch data resides, in that little bit under the normal key press. So you've got your full velocity range, and then you've got your poly AT as well, and then splits, layers, MIDI CCs in and out for the controls as well. So it becomes an incredible hub for controlling, you know, your plugins or any other MIDI equipment as well. Of course, you can send your automation data back into the piano as well, control the effects, and...
I can't wait to see it apart.
Oh, you're gonna love it. Yeah, we have to break it down to put it back together again, but it'll be worth it. So we then have to re-level the keyboard as well, so we get the optimum height for the aftertouch and the sensing to work as well.
Oh, so you have to recalibrate it all
yeah,
again?
so the keyboard will be fully recalibrated as well as part of the process.
This will take about an hour, this part, the leveling the keys and through there, it's 2 hours.
So you're gonna do first the leveling of the keys and then the installation?
Yes.
All right, okay. All right, we'll put a time lapse and we'll see how you do that. Basically, my Rhodes is not there anymore. I left it there just 1 second ago. Look at it. What have you guys done to it? My Rhodes vanished. Dan, I know. That's what's left of it.
Sorry.
First you gift it to me, and then you take it away from me. That's not fair.
I mean, you're not going to believe this when it's done. Just the power that it's got as a MIDI controller.
Yeah.
In the studio. It's a whole other dimension. It's going to open up. I hope you're ready.
Dude, I am telling you, like, honestly, I am a pianist, but I've played more Rhodes than I've played piano in my life. So it's always been my dream. Oh, if it only was MIDI, I'm gonna get that.
Yeah.
Is that true that you also are developing this sort of pitch bender attachment that I'll be able one day to put on it?
We've had some
thoughts about
those kind of things, yeah. So again, it's just the amount of time to develop it, but yeah, it would be great to have that at some point.
Can you imagine, like, and then...
Yeah, you imagine an actual mechanical pitch bend, that'd be quite interesting. But that's a whole other world. I'll probably never sleep again if I had to do that.
Like the club, like the
whammy bar,
the whammy bar club.
Yeah. Rhodes whammy.
Yeah, that would be a big undertaking.
Yeah. I mean, the only way to do that at the minute is with the delay. You know, when you do the time and you can pitch bend the notes kind of with the tails.
Yeah.
There's a slot in there for positioning the sensor stickers that trigger the MIDI system, but that gives a reference marking for all the keys, so Will knows where to put them, or Pete knows where to put them. Again, even just finding the right materials to give us the best resolution, MIDI resolution, took ages to get right, but you know, we'd rather it took a little longer we get it right than, you know, do something that's not 200% as we want it, you know.
Vacuum my Rhodes, please.
I think you need to take better care of this.
Yeah. We are all like very interested in how this gets vacuumed up.
Domestic ASMR.
Put a pickup there. All right, so if I understand this correctly, this is one of the first stages of building the 61, or any of the Rhodes.
It's like the first stage of the setup of the harp. So there's sort of, you get all the separate components in, and the two sort of like major chunks of the piano would be the keybed and the bass, and then the second would be the harp. So all of the tines have been put into the harp, all the pickups have been put into the pickup rail. They've gone through quite a few stages already to get to this point. And then I'm just tuning it. Once it's tuned, the next stage would be putting and visually set up. So we set up everything visually first, so it's roughly there or there.
So what is the idea, that they have to be at the same distance?
Yeah, so they need to be at the same distance, like from the tip of the tine to the base of the pickup, and then also the angle that they set on the pickup as well. So the edge of the tine will come in line with the middle line on the pickup, and that affects the tone.
Which is not doing that at the moment, is it?
They're just above. So in the center, they'll be like just above that line, and then they get a bit higher at the end and a bit higher at each end, yeah. And then we fine tune it by ear. So you just do a rough there or thereabouts before, and then when it's put on a piano, you fine tune it.
So, and obviously you change the pitch by touching that, by changing the position of that.
Yeah. So to change the tuning, you just ring it, and then I just use my
This is your tuner?
app, yeah, and then you can just move this, and it will change the tuning. So.
Whoa. That's cool. And do you have a measurement for, because I imagine if the coil is too close, then of course it would kind of hit it, but also if it's too far, it's going to be too quiet.
Yeah, so I do partly builds, but I also manage quality control here. So we try to put measurements on as many things as possible to try and make everything repeatable and as neat as possible.
But ultimately it's your ear.
Ultimately, there's like some of the team have like passed their tests to set up the pianos in the final checks, which is like quite a long period of training to get to that point. And those people set the pianos by ear in the final checks, but prior to that, everything's set by numbers. So it's like, you know, the distance here is 0.8 mil, and literally like 0.1 of a mil will make a difference in the volume.
Of course it does.
So it's a really very tiny amount of setting that needs to happen.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So as you can imagine, it takes quite a while as you've got to tune everything, then set the distance, set the height. Everything's double checked as well. So even things like checking pickups are the right distance from the rails. It's all, yeah. There's a lot of measurements in it.
Congratulations. I wouldn't even know where to begin from, like, respect.
There's many sign-off sheets for all the guys, so they all have all the measurements and info on all the sheets, so yeah.
Well, listen, thank you so much. I'll leave you to it. Cheers.
It's checking for tines that don't ring optimally in the context of the whole piano, so rings that aren't really synced.
By ear?
Yeah.
That takes a bit
All
of
by ear,
training.
yeah. We do it all by ear, yeah.
I mean, for you it's easier, I guess, but for a technician to just learn everything and learn the sound, I guess it's challenging.
Yeah. Ollie's got an amazing ear as well. You're listening for the sort of upper harmonics in the sound and where they die away, and that gives the kind of singing tone to it. You can hear if you've got the majority of the piano is sound great, it's easier to identify the ones that aren't up to the standard of the. That's the nature of tines, is that they're not all created equal.
No.
As much as you try and control the process, you get different batches of metal.
May sound brighter or duller.
Exactly, yeah. So that's why we kind of massage the ranges of the hammer tips as well to compensate. It's almost like EQing with the hammer tips as well. So you've got the yellow ones there to even out that zone there. So when it transitions from to the really short tines, those yellow tips maintain the body of the sound, but give you more sort of maintain the attack that you get in the lower up.
I was thinking, as well, like when you're cooking, like if you're cooking metals to build that alloy, you have your primary ingredients and you got your temperature, you've got a little bit of element of chaos because it's mixing up, it's boiling, and then you're extruding it, right? It's like extruded.
Yeah, swage.
So each batch inevitably is gonna sound different than the next.
Yeah. So we try to buy as big a batch as possible because it's been created at the same point.
Because if it's good, then you have a bunch of them.
Yeah. Even a good quality of the base metal can be ruined by a bad heat treatment process. So we have to keep a real close eye on all of that.
That's a lot. And then people wonder why they cost.
Yeah,
of course they cost.
Everything is blueprinted essentially.
It's not like you order a couple of parts from China.
No, we're not. It's not computerized because you can't do it. You know, it's innately built into everybody here. Know the soul of the Rhodes and what we're aiming for, and when the recipe all comes together, you know, you get that point. You're like, yeah, right. Can do this in the next stage.
So we are here at another station, and Ollie, what does happen at this stage, and what do you do?
So this is what we call the end of the workshop. This is where pianos come once they're assembled. So all of the kind of really tough installation of the tines, all the keybed regulation, all of that is done by the guys behind me. And once they've done that job, we bring it down here. We listen to the quality of the tines. That's one of the big things we do down here. We check everything's regulated really well.
Harmonics.
The harmonics of the tines, the sustain of them, just the overall quality has got to be absolutely top notch. So if we're not happy with them, we'll give them a really deep listen and take any out that we're not happy with, we'll swap them. And we keep going basically, and we just elevate the quality of the harps down here, make sure everything plays great. Yeah, it's the start of the setup down here, so we just make sure everything is absolutely tip-top in terms of the quality of the materials, the parts, before it moves through to final setup. That's what we do down here.
And so basically you do this by year, I take it, because I see an amplifier headphones, so you basically just play one by one, like these ones are missing, why you took them out?
Yeah, so these the ones that are missing are ones that I weren't happy with. So we'll do a visual setup of the harps, we'll make sure everything's aligned, everything is spaced to pick up to time that it should be, make sure everything looks right. Once we get it on, we have a listen, we'll do a quick voicing pass, we'll make sure that all the harmonics are set at the levels that we want them at the very end of the process, and that is when we want to listen to the quality of the time. So we will just spend as long as it takes listening to the sustain and the harmonic quality, all of that, just making sure it's tip top. Anything we're not happy with, like the ones I've taken out, they'll come out, they'll go. We don't accept anything that isn't perfect in our ears rather than our eyes. Yeah, that's what we do.
That's right, and so because when you say voicing, you're just referring to the positioning of the tines and the bar with respect to the coil, so the volume, the alignment, exactly. and because of course, you know, the way you align it changed the phase shifting, right? So they may sound a bit more hollow if they are here, or they would sound more full. Yeah. So that's what voicing means, right?
Yeah, voicing is volume and how much harmonic quality you get based on the relationship to the tines to the pickup. So you can see that all these are positioned slightly above this middle face, which is where we tend to voice the midsection of the piano, and then they taper upwards at either side is how we set them as factory standard. But yeah, that gives you a really nice, rich, round tone without it being too boxy, without losing too much of that harmonic quality. That is the sound of the piano, basically, that relationship across all 61 or 73 notes. It's got to be bang on, basically. Yeah, it's all in the technician's ears.
Makes a lot of sense.
Got to be dialed in.
Thank you, man. We'll leave you to it. I don't want to take too much of your time. Thank you. We're having a coffee, and Dan was explaining to me how significant is the material of this bit of the piano, because when you press this, right, basically there is no escapement like in a real piano. What is the escapement is the distance between the hammer and the tine. Yeah. So for a second, you know, it shoots over its range like this, and then it comes back. But what they had noticed, and please explain this, with a camera high speed, they noticed when they were building that this hammer would do what? So
the dampers would bounce multiple times, and that would create an indistinct kind of note off, almost like if you'd extended the release on a synth.
Because it would vibrate, not hit once, would hit multiple times.
Yeah, kissing the time basically, like several times. In order to get around that, this was a discovery actually that Rhodes made back in the sort of latter days in the 80s, in about 83, 84, Mike Peterson, who was the engineer there. You can find it online, there's a lot of stories about what they worked on with the Mark V. So we've brought those same principles forward by putting the wings into the aerospace aluminium damper arms. And
aerospace aluminum, you put some wings, so basically curves it, so that it gives a different rigidity.
Exactly, more strength.
More strength.
And that stops the multiple bounces going on, and then you get a much cleaner, when you release a note, a much cleaner note off, but also just a cleaner sound during the sustain as well, because the damper's not interfering.
Right. Because sometimes for me, it's hard to say, I'm asked, how is the Mark 8 different to the Mark 1? My answer is always, dude, it's different. Yeah. It's just different. And one of the differences in the cleanliness of the sound makes sense now that you explained this to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the dampers are such a, everyone talks about the tines, obviously are the heart of the piano, but the dampers are so critical to everything. They're almost like the glue in the piano in terms of, it gives you the resistance and the action, the feel of the whole piano is determined by the interaction of the key and the hammers, but ultimately these are like leaf springs, and that's, the tension in those. The more tension in those, the heavier the keyboard will feel.
Aha!
As well, so.
I didn't know, these are springs.
Yeah, so as part of the process that we go through, we do key weighting as well to determine the optimum damper tension, which is directly linked to the feel of the keyboard as well. So it's a cyclic process of what we call damper easing. So when these come in from the manufacturer, they're at the most tense that they possibly could be. Yeah. And we set them to a certain level of tension to give the feel of the Mark 8 and the 61, how we like to set them up.
And there was another thing that Dan was explaining to me, because Dan, when I first came here, of course, the process wasn't streamlined like I see it being right now.
Yeah.
Right? So, and part of it is, how do you put together all of the bars, the tines, because of course you have to handle it one by one, but now this system that you invented allows you to do exactly what?
So it's basically like a multifaceted jig system where, for example, the manufacturer that makes our tone bars can deliver those tone bars to us. He puts them into these trays, and then we can bolt all the other components to the tone bars, so the tines and the screws and the springs and the grommets can all be bolted in the same jig. So then you're not having to remove, because if you think about thousands of tines a month, exactly, taking them in and out, it costs the company so much money to do that and so much more labor. So we've spent a lot of time developing those parts of the process to make it as efficient and streamlined and as nice for the team.
So then this is a streamlined way to store, transport, and sort.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everything comes in the position as it will be in the piano as well. So it's all laid out, and you can then,
you can just put it there, literally pull one by one, rather than going, okay, we need like 15 here and it's 16 now. Where are the 17?
Exactly, yeah, the 15's over there and 16's there.
Yeah.
Everything's just there, sort of kitted out, ready to go.
And it's all stuff like this that allows you to go from 10 a month to 40 a month.
Exactly, yeah. That's when, when you're looking at those numbers, that's when you have to really dial in the whole process and make sure it's as streamlined as possible. Yeah.
So possibly what I'm gathering from your words is that the harder part is not even the prototyping or developing the first one. The harder part is to consistently produce it at scale.
Exactly, scaling up, because that's when you find these parts of the process that start getting in everybody's way when they're building. You start to find the things that really slow you down, or the bits that are inefficient, or holding back. When you're trying to get certain numbers out of the door every week,
of course,
you have to have all those things locked down, basically. Yeah, and that's been it's made a huge difference to the whole production team. Made in the UK, baby. Made in the UK. Yeah.
This is the Rhodes map of the world, so this is where we ship all our pianos to. You can see where the main.
Every time you ship a piano, you put it here on the map.
Not every single one.
There was so many that we stopped putting them in.
Yeah.
In certain areas, if there was like a new one in a new country, we would put it on.
Yeah. But if it was everywhere, we'd ship.
Obviously, Europe's too full.
Yeah, I mean, but this is mine. I know that this is mine. That's my one.
Yeah, if we put every single one in, you wouldn't see any map at all.
So you sell in China? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Eastern China, Brazil. They've got too much tariff. They can't get them. I know. I know.
It's hard to get. We've tried to get as many as we can in South America, but like you say.
But it's like 90% tariff, innit?
Yeah.
So yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
We've even got some these are my favourites, like right into the ocean.
Mauritius.
And I think was it Hawaii?
I don't know how.
Or, oh, Hawaii should be here.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's Honolulu.
Talking about the ocean.
What is that?
I think that's another island that we ship to that's like somewhere right in the desert.
In the middle of the of political.
There's a bunch of like random islands. I mean,
The legend of the Rhodes EK10 Mark III. You know the Rhodes that had the sort of analog synth built into the top of it. There's a Mark II with like synth in it.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and apparently legend has it that when they shipped them out to Japan in the 80s, they were operating on the same frequency as the television sets over there and were blowing up TVs. And basically, legend has it, someone might know the truth here, but this is what I've heard. And in the Rhodes community, it's one of these stories that goes around that they ended up dumping a whole load of them at the bottom of the sea in a container because they couldn't be used. They just dumped them in the ocean. Yeah.
So somewhere there is a treasure chest of Rhodes in the middle of the ocean.
Titanic of the Rhodes is
Aha! Look! 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 Oh, the MIDI is in. See? That and also that. It's now gonna be working. Oh, that one. Okay, all right. So basically, what is it? It's a strip.
This is the MIDI center strip. So it's made up of 3 17-note boards and 1 22-note board, and then it gets mounted to this aluminium bar, which then goes onto the keybed, and then yeah.
So basically, these things are what? Electromagnetic?
These are
You can't say.
proprietary, yeah.
They cannot say I asked the right question.
So it's
No, but you know, respect. Exactly, perfect.
Yeah, it's not optical. However, the pedal sensor is optical.
Okay.
And that just senses the damper bar at the back here. So that one is optical.
So does this mean that it's finished and it's working?
Yeah, so we've just parked it where it is right now. So underneath all the keys are the MIDI key sensors. So now we've just got to go through the calibration procedure, and yeah, it's ready to go. Just got to put the cheap blocks back in.
All right.
Cool. So yeah, we'll show you the calibration. Yeah, so once the MIDI strip is installed, you've got the new MIDI power board. We also have got a new right I/O board in there, which is needed to have the additional pedal sensor. And yeah, we've done a few other things with the electronics, so everything's fully isolated. There's a DC to DC isolator on the MIDI power board and USB isolator in there as well, just to make sure everything's super quiet and doesn't bleed into the analog signal path. So yeah, it's completely quiet. It's as if it wasn't ever there. So yeah, what we can then do is do a calibration. And to do that, this is the Rhodes MIDI app. So if we go to setup, start a key calibration, calibrate the full keyboard. It finds all the rest positions of the keys, and then to calibrate the keys, all we've got to do is press each key until they become green on the screen. You just have to bear with me while it is full keyboard.
So it doesn't matter at what velocity you press it?
All it wants to know right now is its down position.
Okay.
Its natural down position.
So it's measuring, yeah, the distance.
Yeah, the distance, yeah. So we always recommend to do this just nice and lightly, so you're not making an artificial down that's deeper than it should be.
Okay, so you want to have a light touch while doing this.
Yeah, and then this pretty much just needs to be done once.
So this is what normally somebody who would install MIDI for himself or herself, that's the process that they would have to go through, right?
Yeah, once it's done, there's not really a case where you'd have to recalibrate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've even had them ship around, you know, you pull them straight out the box and they're still good to go, so.
So this video actually also works as a tutorial for how to install MIDI to your Rhodes. If you're lucky enough like me to own one, for this, you should subscribe to this channel. Yes. And yes. So basically, top and bottom are established for each key.
Yeah.
And the next step is what?
That's it. So that's the keyboard done. So that's all the velocities in, and then it also has the aftertouch after that. So you'll see.
Get out of town! Look at that.
So there's a chord, and then I'm just going to dig in, and then you've got
No! Oh wow!
polyphonic aftertouch in there.
No way! Making this the best master keyboard ever. Oh my God! This is good. Dude, and it's fast as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lightning fast.
Yeah, it's really intuitive. You know, start the key calibration, get the rests, set the downs, and then it's done. The only other thing to do is the pedal calibration. Again, it's just as easy. It's all on screen, so start sustain pedal calibration as it is. Press it down.
Hold it until.
Hold it for a second, and then press save.
While still holding it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you'll see the sustain messages there. At the moment, it's just toggling 0 to 127, but you can also set that as a continuous controller to be, and then assign that to
So you can do
everyone.
double stops and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you can do double stops like this anyway, but if you have it like a real piano, you know, like a. Yeah.
If you've got an instrument where you can set the CC message to do different things, you can use that sustain pedal to do so, or you could assign that to be filter cut off on a synth somewhere.
So it can become an expression pedal.
Yeah, and you can actually. It also has expression pedals too.
You know, you can also do the double stops, you know, like.
Yeah, so that's all the calibration done. So then it's ready to play from there.
So it's just a matter of putting back the cheeks and thing, and it's done.
Yeah.
Also, I think I kept a secret. Be there. Look what they gave me. What? Yeah, baby. Thank you, Rhodes. All right, where do we go?
Cool. Follow me. We're gonna go and see the custom shop area.
Let's go. Custom shop.
Oh
area.
yeah.
I do not want to look. Oh, dude! Look at that. Oh.
We've got a little vintage area here where we still do a bit of work on vintage pianos for people as well. So we've got there's a Mark 7 here, which is
No way you got a Mark 7.
Mark 7 MIDI.
This?
Stacked up there, we've got there's Mark 5. There.
Mark 5 down there.
Yeah.
There's 2 Mark 2s here. Okay. Mark 1 there.
Two
Mark
Mark
1
1.
there.
Oh.
More or less.
It's our little secret lab
Yeah, absolutely.
where we try all the little ideas.
You
or
are
big ideas.
not serious. You can't be.
I mean, this gives us the chance to really sort of flex our creative chops.
This is
really,
a flex.
And you know, with all the manufacturing that we've got at our disposal, we can try different ideas. So we get together, we have custom shop meetings, and it's like a dream situation where we can just come up with, you know, anything goes really. We just put it all on the table, and then we kind of vote on what we want to take forward to produce. So this one was called the Night Train, which was the colours were based on Oscar Peterson's Night Train album.
Yeah, legendary.
Yeah.
I love that album.
It worked out quite well as well because it's his 100th birthday.
Last
year. This year. Yeah. So we've just taken all the colours from the album cover, and there's a little speck of orange on the album cover as well, and all these lights when they're turned on, orange. It's just a nice little touch.
But yeah, you got the mirror chrome front panel, which is lovely.
The mirror chrome is like, I'm still like salivating over it.
And then the black rails and custom badge. Yeah, so this is really exciting for us as a whole new area of Rhodes that we can really start to explore a lot more, and we're getting great feedback on these from customers.
Because these are one-offs, right?
Yeah, we do it in.
So we're calling them limited drops. So they're available for order over actually a week or a 2-week period. So this next one, just to your left. We're calling that one the golden brown, as a bit of an homage to the Mark 1 gold top.
So it was so there was a period of time where Rhodes made a piano bass which had that the brown Tolex and the gold sparkle top.
That I remember.
Have you seen
I
those?
remember the silver sparkle top.
There was a silver sparkle top and there was a gold one. There was some other ones, some earlier ones as well that had like a cream top or almost like a tomato soup kind of red top as well. So this is really thrown back to that piano, and it looks lovely.
Oh wow! This is sure for Richard Kleiderman.
Richard Kleiderman.
This has to
There's
be.
a name I haven't heard for a while.
Wow, dude.
They're currently super top secret. The public don't know about these ones yet.
Sorry, I just touched it.
There's an even secreter one here that's covered up. You mustn't tell anyone about this.
Okay.
That's all I'll show you.
Oh yeah?
That's all you get to see.
Wait. I gotta take a look. You know?
That's all.
How do you like it? So this is. That's how you probe a Rhodes.
Yeah, this one was called the American Classic. This was the first custom shop drop that we did, which again went down really well, and that's a throwback to the AC Cobras.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's really cool. All right, so you know what I'm thinking right now? Like the people who are going to watch this video 50 years down the line.
Yeah.
All right, so how many of this did you make? Actually, like, have you got like, do you make like 10 of each drop or like 5 or like 100?
It all depends on how many people
order it in that period of time.
Exactly, yeah. So
there is not a finished number.
No, it could be anywhere from 1 to 100. You know, if we got that many orders in,
Okay.
So they really are super rare. Like we're not doing any repeats. So if you missed the drop, that's it. You've missed the drop.
That's what I wanted to hear.
But it's great for us as a team to be able to sort of flex our chops with all the different, because everyone on the team's so creative as well. We've got so many different ideas, and it can all be brought to the table. And you know, anything is possible really with the manufacturing we've got, and you know, a lot of fun coming up with the ideas and then seeing them come to life is great. You know, there's a lot of back and forth, just getting the colours just right and all the finishes right as well. So you see it, you know, just to get the chrome panel right took a lot of iterations to get that finish spot on, and obviously when you handle it as well, you've got to be so careful. Yeah, this is a really nice durable finish though now, so mirror finish.
So by the way, that's the 61. In case you missed it.
wasn't enough. You get upset, we argue too much. We made a mess, what it used to be love. So why do I care? I care at all.
my head with my gloves on.
Awesome, man. Always a pleasure.
All right, there's just one thing for you to do. Visit Rhodes website. Find out more about these beautiful instruments. And the next time, if I am correct, I may have or may not have one of those in my studio. Okay, so maybe you should subscribe and get to the next episode.
Well, there may be just something to show you right about now.
No way. Really?
Yes way, yes way.
Okay. Okay, let's go.
Shall we?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, that's done now, so that's coming home. Oh!
Here it is, your very own Rhodes Stage 61 Launch Edition.
Are you saying that right now I can take it and put it in that van?
You can take this right now and put it in that van. Yes. Permission granted.
Dude. Shall we unbox this? Maybe in the next episode? Let's do that!